Obsession is one of the biggest horror hits of the year, at least one of them. Made for $750,000, modest even by independent standards, it has taken nearly $500 million at the box office and already feels like it has locked down a place in the genre canon. In this video, we look at what actually scared people about Curry Barker's film, what it takes from The Exorcist and The Silence of the Lambs, and why, under the scares, this is a moral horror story. If you're watching this, you probably already know the spoilers. If not, fair warning, you can't really talk about this movie without them.
Do you like me?
What?
Because if you do, now's the time to tell me.
Here's an absurd comparison, but we're going to risk it. Obsession starts like Citizen Kane, only it's wearing the clothes of a romantic comedy. For the first 10 minutes, everyone talks about Nikki. She clearly means a great deal to the main character, Bear, but the film keeps her from us. Exactly the way Orson Welles keeps Charles Foster Kane a mystery at the start of his movie, something the audience has to piece together. The further you go, the less absurd the comparison feels. Inde Navarrette's character becomes the same kind of enigma, because the moment Bear makes his wish, Nikki starts to lose the person she was.
I wish Nikki Freeman loved me more than anyone in the fucking world.
One more parallel, while we're here. For Curry Barker, just like for Orson Welles, this is a feature debut. Both men were 26 when their films came out. In the first 20 minutes, we learn a few clear things about her. She's preparing to move. She's thinking about a real relationship. She has a big heart and a sharp sense of humor. Then, the wish lands, and almost immediately, her thoughts start to slip.
Confused. I think you're drunk.
No, I'm not. Wait, what the fuck?
Critics kept saying the main special effect in the film is Inde Navarrette's performance. The compliments are earned. The movie leans hard on close-ups that show Nikki losing control of her own face and body. Watch how the muscles around her mouth stop taking orders. Watch the eyes go flat, then suddenly too bright. She doesn't play possessed as a single note. She plays a person being overwritten from the inside, with the original still fighting for air.
Oh, no, no.
What?
No, 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 don't do that! I thought we were having a nice day.
We are. Sit
Why
down.
does it matter? I thought we were having a nice
We are.
day.
We are.
This has become a popular move in recent horror. Think of the smile films, where faces stretch into something wrong under supernatural pressure. At the same time, obsession slots into a much older tradition, possession stories centered on women. Żuławski's Possession is the clear ancestor here. Isabella Gianni's face work in that film is still legendary. Stories like these have always carried a religious charge. For centuries, women were cast as the vessels of sin, the bodies the devil preferred to work through. The Exorcist is the most famous example. Obsession even nods at it, the long day Nikki spends waiting for Bear to come home. Most possession stories end up being stories about the war between the sexes, specifically about the vulnerable, subordinate position of women. At first, obsession doesn't seem to be doing that. Bear is just an awkward young man getting ready to confess his feelings. It looks like a melodrama, or a romantic comedy where the hero keeps landing in ridiculous situations while chasing the girl.
Okay, that was cringy.
Oh my god, I knew it.
Way too much.
I'm so sorry.
I thought that was sweet.
I thought it was
That-
gross.
I
Okay,
should've-
this time I want you...
No, I'm not doing it again, dude. That was so embarrassing.
What separates Bear from the usual romantic comedy lead is how passive he is. He notices something is wrong with Nikki almost immediately, just never does anything about it. He keeps inventing more elaborate explanations for her behavior.
Her dad is dying. So, it's pretty...
Isn't she, like, not close with him at all?
No, they're close now, so...
We feel for him in that situation. At the same time, everything that happens also plays like payback for the way he never really reckoned with what the actual Nikki wanted. His wish came true. She's head over heels for him. So what if she's no longer the person he knew?
What the fuck?
What?
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Some of the most unsettling scenes are the ones where the old Nikki forces her way back to the surface.
Kill me, please.
What?
She's sleeping. It's me.
The party sequence where she retells a warped version of Hansel and Gretel is one of them. She's trying to signal, through the story, that something is wrong with her. You can call Obsession a morality play horror. Its central lesson is right there in the marketing. Be careful what you wish for, or you can end up with the same merciless ending Bear gets. In that sense, the film sits closer to classic slashers, the ones where only the purest characters survived. The filmmakers didn't have the money for big effects, so they had to scare people with almost nothing. One of the smartest choices is how they use black and shadow. Putting Nikki in darkness is a minimal solution that works two ways at once. It builds tension, and it keeps returning us to the central question. We still don't really know who she is.
Darkness is a color. There's just nothing.
The darkness here is a deliberate expressive tool. It has nothing in common with the modern films and shows people complain about for being simply too dark to see. In Obsession, you generally understand what is happening in the shadows. It has more in common with the way Gordon Willis buried characters in black in The Godfather, making the world of the film feel physically uncomfortable. The aspect ratio does similar work. Most of the film plays out in house interiors, so the walls start to press in. Characters get trapped inside door frames and other tight compositions. With this ratio, you can shoot strong close-ups and mediums. When Barker wants both characters in the frame together, he often pulls back a little, and that distance creates a quiet sense of alienation. Occasional light zooms push the unease further. The framing sometimes feels like the characters are about to break the fourth wall and look straight at us. With Nikki, those moments land as genuinely unsettling. The clearest precedent in horror is Jonathan Demme's Silence of the Lambs. Hannibal Lecter speaking directly into the lens.
That expires in 1 week. You're not real FBI, are you?
Lighting does its share of the work too. Most of the interiors are lit with soft, warm light that should feel safe and domestic. Those same warm tones sit in direct conflict with what is actually happening on screen. On pure visual terms, Obsession could pass for a low-budget Netflix rom-com. What tells you it isn't is the slightly off composition, the amount of negative space left around the characters. In the artier horror of the last decade, this has become a standard signal. Something is wrong, even if you can't yet name it.
Don't move.
Music is where Obsession parts company with a lot of recent horror. Most films lean on anxious strings or drones to amp the fear. In the scariest stretches of Barker's film, there is no score at all.
What the fuck?
Only room tone and practical sound. That choice makes the moments land harder. Camera movement follows the same logic. Large stretches of the film are locked off. When the filmmakers need to underline a piece of information, they use slow pushes and pans.
It's fucked up.
Well, I don't know if it's fucked, Bear.
No, it is.
All of these techniques feel like the direct result of Barker's earlier work making micro-budget shorts on YouTube. You can't talk about Obsession without talking about YouTube. The motifs that matter in the feature are already visible in Barker's early shorts. Mysterious objects that never mean anything good, loneliness and isolation, the darkness that settles over ordinary American suburbs. The plot itself plays like an urban legend that escaped from a forum, a creepypasta with a budget. The film also makes clear that the world of the wish sticks is bigger than one story. Given the box office numbers, a continuation starts to feel almost inevitable. Barker himself has said it won't be soon.
Who is that?
Nikki.
The migration of YouTubers into feature films didn't begin this year and shows no sign of stopping. Horror fans, comedians, animation people, even the Skibidi toilet guys have Michael Bay producing their feature adaptation. And by now, everyone knows what happened with the backrooms. Obsession is another proof that if the work and the imagination are there, the jump into cinema is possible. YouTube remains one of the few places left where people can still experiment in public. What sets Barker's film apart from a lot of other horror is the human tone it uses to talk about subjects that hurt. Who hasn't suffered from unrequited love? Who hasn't wanted a simple way out of a complicated feeling? Reality is usually worse than the fantasy. As frightening as obsession gets, it still offers a kind of reconciliation at the end. Happiness is only possible when the wishes actually match.